Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play through Armageddon Empires. Holy crap, it has been like 5.5 months since I last played the game. It's been way too long, and I'm glad to finally be back to doing this again. Wow. Alright, so let's just start with a little preamble here. There'll be a little link here to skip this if you want to get right back to the game. I've got a request to put the information about the decks I'm using up in the description box here, or somewhere, and I think that's a really great idea. It never occurred to me that maybe someone might actually want to use the deck I'm using, as it were. I also don't own a Dropbox account or anything of the sort, but I can always just get one, or upload the decks somewhere and see if you guys want to download them. If you're interested in that sort of thing, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, the description below will actually detail what I'm using, so that, hey, if you're interested, you too can give it a try. That said, it's been so long since I played the game that we're going to have to start from the 175 point level again, just so I can get used to it. And I'm not familiar with my decks anymore, because it's been months since I last played. I also figured, why not? As long as we're starting basically from, well, not from scratch, but as long as I'm getting back into this again, why don't we use the Machine Empire? Because it has been a long time, I think, since I've recorded any of the videos involving their decks. I'm also the weakest with them, because I'm not too familiar with how they work. The machines always feel like they are sturdy, they can take hits and deal damage, but they're slow when it comes to building up their resources and then launching their attacks. They're not a fast-moving army either. At least I don't recall them being the case for them. So again, the description will show you what I'm using, but we're just going to go ahead and start. And we're going to select, as usual, 175 and 10. I don't have any decks that have 5 tile points. They're all 10, because I just like having the option of additional resources at the beginning. So I'm going to select my Dead Walkers deck. The Dead Walkers deck uses a lot of advanced cyborgs, with some other... It uses 11 advanced cyborgs, 5 Scourge platoons, 4 Harpies, and 5 Styxx as the meat of the army. I have some artillery in the form of zombie launchers as well, and then the scattering of the normal heroes and/or support structures. We're going to play a normal map size, because that's what I really like doing for the 175 point card games. Resources are always left uncommon, specials are always left uncommon. We will select one random opponent, because I need to make sure I know how I'm playing the game again. And let's start. Okay, we're fighting the free mutants first. Alright, let's roll the dice. Okay. Oh, as you can see, by the way, I am actually bringing minefield craters along with me here. And shantytowns. I need the shantytowns because I am running cyborgs, so I must have human resources in order to deploy them. Also, a warning. You should probably know by now after watching all these videos that I don't make what many would consider to be the penultimate lists, or decks, as it were in this case. This has always been the case with me in every, living card game, collectible card game, miniature game, video game, or anything. I like mixing it up with powerful units with weaker units, just to see if I can challenge myself and still win. I apologize if that can be a little frustrating at times to watch. Just let me know what you think, and thank you for putting up with me. Okay, so let's drop our machine wastes here, because that's where our HQ is going to go. They place only 2 units. That's right, 2 tiles. So that means they don't have any... Oh, actually, the mutants don't have any craters anyway. Let's put our shantytowns behind our base. I do not want the enemy just walking up and taking them. And then we'll deploy our minefield craters. And we'll put them... They're probably going to come from the north. Almost guaranteed. So let's put it to the north. You probably shouldn't take minefield craters. You probably should take another type of resources. But I like the idea that this was a war zone earlier, and my crashed troop pod survived it. You'll note, by the way, the Machine Empire's starting card here collects 1 materials, 1 tech, and 1 energy. It does not collect any human resources. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's start our game. You know what, thinking about that now, it occurs to me that's why the machines always feel like a slower start, because they are collecting less resources. Wow, we got a good hand here. We have 2. So, all right, let's start the turn, and then as usual, we'll talk about what we got. Okay, so let's first take a look at the whoa god at the map. Look at all this terrain everywhere. So where do I think the mutants are? We've only got 1 volcano. God, I hope they're not located there. They could be. I don't remember if they have a volcano base. I don't think they do. They might, though. They might be up here. I don't know where I have no idea where they could be. Nothing's screaming this is where the mutants are. Hey, I got nothing. Okay, so let's look at our hand first. So, this is a great hand. We're starting with a hero who's a general. That's great, because this gives me some fighting power. I've got 2 advanced cyborgs, so I have light support for my beginning army. We've got a Harpy to help them out. We have spider bots, so I can start my scanning and looking around for things. We have some artillery, and we have a powerful unit. I really wouldn't have minded getting some sort of support structure, but this is not a bad first hand. So as usual, when I begin, I go ahead and just create 2 armies to start. And by the way, I'm assuming you've watched the other videos before I go in here, as usual, because this is going to be like the 20th video in the Machine Empire playlist, and like the 100th video on Armageddon Empires I'm doing. If you have any questions about how any of this works, though, feel free to ask. Okay, so what are we naming for this army? No, come on, Tim. Nah, you know what? We'll name it Zombies. And then we'll make another army. We'll say Spiderbots Recon 1. Okay, that's all our points to start. Let's take a look at really quick at what the supply range is. Not very far. We've had no events. Oh, I didn't realize that the Machine Empire can hold 9 max cards in hand. They can hold 2 extra, apparently. Not a lot of base command. Can only have 2 armies? Oh, I only have 2 armies. Gotcha. 3 points to draw a card. I can only hold 4 tactic cards. You can see the differences here. The free mutants can have a greater supply range, hold less cards, and that's it. We don't know how many armies they have or anything of that sort, or how many tactic cards they can have in their hand. Cool. Going next. So, I should probably deploy Mortificus. So this way I can begin thinking about deploying resource collectors. So I can harvest the 1 material still sitting in my base, and the 1 human sitting over here in the shanty towns. So let's do that. I probably should have considered dropping the spider bots as soon as possible, so I can start scouting very quickly. But I like getting my general out as quickly as possible so I can get resources. Both scouting and resources are very critically important in the beginning 10 turns of the game. I want to check to see how much it takes to get more resources. 2 more turns there, at the very least. Alright, let's add him to Zombies. I'm just going to move him out. He should be fine the first turn here. 2 tech to actually harvest them, too. So it's going to be a little bit before we can do anything. Let's draw cards now. More cyborgs. Another zombie launcher. We have points left. Let's make another army. Let's make Repulsion. It'll be a defensive army. Let's end our turn. gonna take at least 2 more turns, or we can start doing other things. Let's move him back to the machine wastes. And I think we're done, because next turn I want to actually start getting more materials. So let's hit end turn. Okay, let's go ahead and build a materials team. There it is, robots collecting robots. Destroyed structures will be harvested. By the way, I love the pictures in this game. I promised a long time ago I'd stop to take a look at them. Was there a fire hydrant outside of it? Well, that's good. This way if it catches fire, you know, put it out. That reminds me, what does Mortificus look like? It looks like a corrupted space marine or something. That's awesome looking. Okay, so now we're finally getting 2 resources a turn. We can move them over here, and next turn we'll begin harvesting the human resources, and then finally we can deploy the spider bots, and then finally we can start deploying some cyborgs. Let's end our turn. I know I have all those AP, I don't need to spend them on anything though. I don't care if I go first or not for the first, like, 10 turns. After that, I'll start to worry about it. Okay. And as you can see, we actually, the biological containment harvests our humans. This is where they get to just hang around. I'm surprised everyone's standing in the sun. Okay. Oh, he wants to go first again. That's not good for us. Alright, let's finally deploy some spider bots. And we're also going to deploy a Harpy, because it gives me some defense. We're going to add that to Zombies. Here they are, as you see, their troop deployment. So, why do I choose these guys? Well, because I've been relying on cyborgs so much, these give a cyborg +2 attack and defense. They also, one included in this army list, gains the speed of the vehicle, which is 3, I think? Yes. So, if you have a few Harpies, you actually can travel a little faster with your army. Oh, nice. It also doesn't require any AP to deploy it, and requires none to move, so it lets my army be larger with the support unit without penalizing you for having the support unit around. Alright, spider bots. Now we're just going to slowly move you around. Might as well start in the back of the base. Oh, we're going to lose, aren't we? We don't have a ton of resources. Alright, so let's begin getting some cyborgs into play. There we go. Alright, once we have one more advanced cyborg in this army, I'll feel a little bit better that we might be able to actually go around and start doing things. And that's Toxic Bogs. Let's draw a card. Hey, Reconicus! He's a pretty decent scout, and he has stealth, so I can use him to look around for things too. Actually, he's probably a pretty good defensive unit to have, because he does have Bounty Hunter and Master Scout. Although he'll want a spider bot with him. No, I don't want to bid to go first. Okay, cool. So, let's deploy him. Oh, do I actually want to? We're so close to getting what I need for one of these. A Styxx in particular would be very nice. We'll wait. Your army has discovered an abandoned gas station. You may choose to claim it, remain and observe it, or continue moving. Someone asked recently why you would ever just leave it here. Well, some of these, for example, Okay, there's 2 reasons why I can think off the top of my head why you may not want to claim one of these random events that you discover. Number 1, it might be an event that gives you a weapon. If that's the case, or like something like an attachment. If that's the case and your hand is full, you'll have to discard something from your hand. In which case, hey, maybe you didn't want to discard something from your hand, and now you're forced to do so. You either have to not take the thing you just found, or drop something. Number two, the computer might decide to take it instead. And by you leaving someone here, or leaving it there, it might slow the computer down. Like, it may walk on the spot, see resources, and decide, oh, I'm going to stop to claim these, which might give you a precious round, depending upon what it is. In my case, I need these resources badly, so we're going to claim them. And we get 3 fuel. Okay, that's fantastic. That means next time I can deploy the Styxx if I get lucky. What help me here? The Enormodome. It generates 2 human resources. Who's guarding it? Humans, Plinskin. Oh, this guy looks familiar to me. Isn't he Jake Plinskin? Escape from LA? I think that's what this is. I only see him in this, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's any other enemies not present there. In other words, there's probably an army. I just don't see it yet. I believe your Recon is half strength for all the surrounding hexes. It's only full strength in your current hex. By waiting here, I'll get a rescan of this at the beginning of my next turn. Let's draw a card. Ooh! Diabloiqia? She is my assassin. I don't mind getting her so early, but now we're going to need to make an army for her. Diabloiqia, I think is how you're supposed to say it. Or Diabloiqia. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with this. Let's end our turn. Actually, I should draw another card. We can hold 2 extras. Eruditos, another hero. This one's a tech. He's not a general. This is interesting. So we have a general, a scout, an assassin, and a intelligence officer, basically. Do I need the bid to go first? No, I don't. Oh, actually, I did. Oh, thank God we won anyway. I'm gonna need all those AP to deploy a Styxx. So let's do that. We'll add him to Zombies. I mind having one more advanced cyborg in play before I go over to that and see what that is over there. Let's walk around a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still not noticing anything. Maybe it's only him here. He doesn't have an army. In which case, we'll attack him maybe next turn. Let's end our turn. We don't have enough to draw a card. I'm going to take a break once we hit 20 turns as well, just to see how this is coming out, etc., etc. Let's deploy one of these cyborgs. Now, I think I'm going to leave him here because I will want some defense in this base as I'm about to walk out of it. Let's also use our Spiderbot Recon again. Alright, let's do it. Let's move out zombies. Oh, nice. Okay, we just claimed it, just like that. So now we're going to get an extra 2 human resources per turn. We also get experience. I have no idea what experience is for. I've never been able to figure it out. As far as I know, it does nothing. I'm probably wrong. Please let me know if it does something. I really need to read the manual at some point for this game. Okay, now we're getting lots of human resources. Now we can afford the bid to go first each round. Okay, so we can probably hunt him. He's a Master Scout. It'd be better if I use Reconicus, but if the moment I leave this, he's going to reclaim it, so we kind of have to kill him. Let's deploy Reconicus. And we'll add him to Repulsion. And he will get these advanced cyborgs. And then we'll deploy another group of them. And we'll use our Spider-Bot Recon. Looking around for more resources. We'll hunt him once. We killed him. Now I can keep the normal dome. I'll probably want some defenses in there. And we can draw a card. Another zombie launcher. Let's end our turns. Okay, well, I don't really have anything else to do. Let's deploy our assassin, because we can. And we'll stealth her, and we'll move her. Okay, let's end our turn. Oh, wow. They really wanted to go first. That's usually a very bad thing. Still don't know where they are. I need the resources to start deploying zombie launchers, so we're not going to deploy Eruditos yet. I need to be very careful. Oh, cool, Scourge Platoon. We really need one of them. Oh, wow, that's terrible. If they're spending this much resources every turn, it's gonna be really bad. I don't see them anywhere close to me. But I'm gonna be starved out of resources at this rate, and there's nothing near me whatsoever. So, do I want to deploy... Why can't I deploy one of these guys? What am I missing? Oh, attack. I'm missing attack. I don't need to deploy them, so we'll just wait then. Your army has discovered a looted secret vault. You may choose to de-stealth to claim it, sure. After inspecting the vault, you notice a secret compartment behind the destroyed cryotubes. Inside, you also discover supplies and a valuable piece of technology, 3 materials, 2 tech, and a lost alien artifact, which gives me a barrier shield. Let's deploy that. Oh, but what do I want to deploy it on? Normally I deploy it on my crashed troop pod. Let's do that. Oh, is this no, this is an attachment. There we go. So this is giving me this force field blocks any damage over 1. Holy crap! That's made my troop pod indestructible to simply flat out attacks. That's awesome. Alright, going next. So let's get some of these zombie launchers out. Zombies can take him. And what am I short on? Tech. I need tech. I don't have any. There they are. Hello, Outrider. We see each other. That's out of supply, isn't it? I would need to build a Terminus, like right where Diabloiqia is. Okay, so we know where they are. They might have seen me as well. And they're out of supply. So that means they must be from over here, I suspect. Somewhere. Okay, let's start drawing cards. A Harpy can be good. Do I want to give that to Repulsion? He'd be kind of weak, this army. He will literally be a hunter. It would also speed up one of these guys, though. How fast is the Styxx? 2. Okay. If I want that army to actually be 3 speed, I'll need 2 Harpies in it. That's probably not very likely. That's probably not going to happen. But we'll deploy him there anyway. And we're good. Let's get back into supply. The next turn we can go 1, 2, and take a peek at what else is around there. Absolutely no supplies. That really sucks. Alright, we need a Terminus. So I probably should just focus on drawing cards. Ugh. Hello, Outrider. You are where I wanted to be. Alright, we might as well move Repulsion out. Let's add a Scourge Platoon to the base so I have some defense in it. And then we're going to move out Repulsion. No, we won't. We don't have the AP for that. Let's add Eruditos here, finally. Just to have him in play somewhere. I don't need to go first yet. Like, I don't really need to bid tons of resources. Nothing. Absolutely no resources close to me. That really stinks. Oh, cool. A conflict node. This is an academy, though, not a laboratory. Still, that will be helpful. I can deploy Maledictus here as well. Or I can deploy it over here in the Great Erg. You know what? That would probably be better. Yeah, we can do that later. That will let me start building tactics to use for my infantry. Good for them. Okay, so let's do that. Let's deploy the conflict node. And Maledictus. It's going to be tough to actually use this for a little bit, though. I'll want to up its level once. We might as well just keep her walking around. You know what? No, I should hold her closer to my base, in case I need her to kill the enemy. Okay, this is going to be pointless to bid to go first, because they're getting a lot more resources than me. Alright, we might as well pull Repulsion back if we're going to upgrade all our Cyborgs somewhat. Aw, darn it! No, he's decided not to even bother. He's been going first so many times. Okay, so what are we doing? Well, they actually... No, the air missiles is still useful, because they can launch missiles. Alright, so... Can I up my conflict node at least 1 level? I can and will do so. Now let's see if we can make some advanced training. And someone had told me, it's been months, that there's another screen to this. For the past several years I've been playing the game, this is all I've known that you can do for tactic creation. And it never, ever occurred to me that there's this next button here. I've never seen it before until someone pointed out. So this will be my first time actually seeing what's next, as it were, in this case. I literally thought this was the best you could do, was the +1 move or the +2 this hyperkinetic. So here we go. Let's see what's on the next page. Oh wow, look at all this stuff. Holy crap. Deep strike training. Oh wow, this gives them unit breakthrough, really? Wow, that's incredible. NBC training. Neurotoxin. Wow, holy crap, that's fantastic to use against giant creatures. And it gives you resistance against their neurotoxin attacks. Chance per turn of restoring a hit point to a damage-friendly infantry type unit in the same army. Oh, hey, that's pretty useful. You could give that to like a weak unit, and it would heal the strong, maybe some of the strong ones. Oh, sorry, it only works on other infantry. Still, that's neat. Assault 5, I like that. Oh, nice, it shows some planting explosives. Oh, as a machine player today, I do not like this picture. That's awesome. Sniper 7, wow. Oh, that's vicious. Commando School, +1 attack, +1 defense, and commando. Oh, wow. These are great. I can't believe I never noticed these ever before. These are fantastic. I like deep strike training, NBC training, commando the most. I like Sniper 7 and Assault 5 the next. This looks like miscellaneous. If you have a very weak unit that you know will just die, giving it this is probably still useful. Okay, well in any case, I don't really need any of those. Right now, I probably want the +1 attacks. And then we can use that here. And then if I'm lucky, I'll try to make a movement one, and that will let this unit move at speed 3 for a little bit. Probably, yeah, you know what? I probably shouldn't care about that. So I'm going to put a Styxx into this army, and then it's not going to matter. Okay, we can finally draw cards, and then we're going to call this session already. So, first we should... yeah, let's draw cards. I need a Terminus. Ugh. I like seeing these. I really needed a Terminus. Okay, so... do I want to throw these away? Not really. I can at least deploy one of them. Alright, let's end our turn. And that will do it, everyone. When we come back, we will be just probably deploying Cyborgs. Trying to get them out of my hand and into places to help defend what I've got. No, I should hold on to some of them so I can have a forward base. Alright, well, then I guess we'll just be drawing cards. Alright, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.